All right, there we go. I think we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pastrami Nation podcast. We are the meat of pop culture. My name is Nolan Smith, and joining me today, we have fellow co-founder of Pastrami Nation, Jason Smith,
Hi, everyone.
and we have one of our newest additions to Pastrami Nation. Welcome back, Christian.
Aloha.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Thanks for always helping us out,
Always.
It's always a
My
joy to
pleasure.
have you here, man, because we get to geek out about toys with
So
you.
cool, yeah.
Yeah. Somehow I love that subject. I don't know why.
I don't know
Not a
why
bad
either.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, before we jump into our conversation, I do, as always, want to remind everybody, leave a comment and share to be entered to win a Pastrami Nation combo from Apollo Burger in Victorville.
You won't regret it.
Yeah, and they were gracious enough to name that mammoth sandwich after us, Pastrami Nation. So, thank you to Apollo for doing that, and thank you for giving a Pastrami Nation meal to one of our fans. So, last week we had Pablo and Sarah Mendoza win. So let's see who wins this time. All you have to do is share this right now, this video, and leave a comment. That's it. And Sunday we'll close it, and then you'll see a live video pop up, and we will announce the winner. So make sure you join in the conversation. You have Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, all those to do this on. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the conversation. Last week would have been the San Diego Comic-Con.
This week we would have been having Comic-Con withdrawals.
Yeah.
Right, and there was still something of Comic-Con, just like last year. We had SDCC at home, which some people do very well, and some companies don't. But we saw a lot of really cool things come out of last week, and even this week, and even today. So first, let's go ahead and talk about what was our favorite reveals to come out of SDCC at home.
You want me to go first?
Yes.
You can.
It's got to be Kentaro from Storm Collectibles. I mean, just wow, because I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. So I've been buying the Storm Collectible figures, and this Kentaro, which if you don't know, Kentaro is the boss character in the second Mortal Kombat, which is basically a big half-human tiger with 4 arms, like a Goro, but with tiger stripes, and it looks way cooler. Well, the figure doesn't disappoint, It's like, wow, he comes with the extra pair of Sub-Zero arms so he can rip off of Sub-Zero. He also comes with the Sub-Zero head that splits in half, because apparently that was one of his fatalities in the later games, So I'm like, wow, these guys really nailed this thing, And it doesn't look like they just repainted the Goro and retooled it, because you can tell it's a new upper body and everything, because the Goro figure, it was great, but it was kind of top heavy, So like if you had to pose him in like just a stagnant pose, otherwise he was going to topple over. So Kentaro did it for me, that Kentaro and all the Mortal Kombat stuff that they showed, which is another Sub-Zero and another Reptile, but I'm okay with that.
That Kentaro, and with, like you said, the head, and it doesn't split in half like that way. It splits in half that way.
You see the brain inside. That's the detail.
Right, so like he could grab it and just... yeah, that's a good one. What about you, Christian?
This again, it's the nostalgia factor. It's the Dick Tracy stuff from Mezco.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like I loved that movie. I loved the toys. I was pretty obsessed with it as I was really young. But I was always chasing that blank face figure. That was
hard to find, huh?
Yeah. Never found it. But yeah, I just the quick like little shot. I don't think they've revealed more than that. And like that in flat top. I'm super stoked for that. I hope they do more of that, because that's a franchise that's like ripe for like just making a whole line for like a little while. There's so many different characters that they can make.
Big Boy would be awesome in that kind of figure.
Yes, yeah. It's like there's so many. Prune Face would be fun to do. Like there's a ton of them. So yeah, for me it's the Dick Tracy, but there's so many good ones. What about you, Nolan?
Well, the Dick Tracy definitely stole the show when it comes to Mezco for me, because, I love Mezco. I've, been buying, I used to buy them like on a steady basis, starting with Dark Knight Returns Batman. And I had every variant of the Dark Knight Returns Batman. But seeing that Dick Tracy, it blew me away. For me, if I didn't say Dick Tracy, I was super impressed by Mattel's WWE offering, because I feel like they just exploded. I think there was like 120 reveals, and yeah, it was massive. And you have updated, Bret the Hitman Harts and Hulk Hogan. You have very obscure wrestlers like the Goon, who
That's the hockey
Jason was
guy,
like,
right?
yeah, you were like over
Sold.
the moon about, because it was a
Sold.
generic hockey guy. And they're doing ones based off of the movies that wrestlers have appeared in. So Rowdy Piper and They Live,
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool.
which is really cool, and The Rock in Scorpion King. So we finally get a good figure of that, because I mean, even if you're not into WWE, they do a darn good job when it comes to articulated figures with a great sculpt.
It's like
Um,
DCU kind of articulation, huh? Like remember the old
Mhm.
DCU classics?
Mhm.
You
right.
get that kind of articulation in a wrestler.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then another one I'd say that was teased. McFarlane didn't reveal a whole lot because they've been revealing it as building up to Comic-Con. But they teased like the Princess Bride, which I
Oh
thought would
man.
be really,
Wow.
really good.
Yes.
I mean, yes, you need those. There's Andre's coming. You need them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I understand McFarlane not teasing a whole lot, because we know that his new Spawn universe wave is actually hitting now, so things are just flooding out from McFarlane. But I would say Dick Tracy and Mattel for WWE would be my two big parts that stood out. There were a lot of exclusives that were out. Did any exclusives stand out more than the other, and were you able to get your hands on any?
Dixon, go for it.
Let's see. I tried for Mattel, but I failed miserably. I tried for that Scare Glow and Sergeant Slaughter. I think trying for both
Yes.
of them at the same time is what did me in. If I would have went for one or the other, like maybe just got Scare Glow, I would have probably actually made it through the checkout line. But instead, I end up having to settle for the little Hot Wheel of Deadpool on the scooter, which is still
Oh,
cool. It's a
yeah.
Hot Wheels with Deadpool riding a scooter. But I got that, and I went to Super 7, and I scored the reaction. There's their own brand is called The Worst. They call it the Worst Horseman of the Apocalypse, and it's that like Captain Pirate guy with the skull head, and he's got it's a repaint of the battle cat that he comes with, but it's
Oh,
painted
that's
like
cool.
this black and red panther. So I had to get that, because I'm a sucker for big cats. So that should be coming whenever they decide to mail it to me. And it shows on the back like silhouettes, so you're getting all four of them. They all come with big cats. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Super 7, they've been nailing it.
Yeah. I've been picking up their turtle stuff. I
yes.
pre-ordered the Silverhawk stuff, so I'm all over that too.
Definitely.
Yeah, and there's a couple of other they didn't do the gargoyles though, right? That's NECA that did
That's
gargoyles, right?
That's
NECA.
NECA. Yeah.
Okay, that's NECA. I'm getting all
Well, I
confused
heard
now.
a rumor that they were going to do Ultimates of them too, because they've been Super Sevens has rights to Disney to the licenses. So to see where that goes, I heard there was a gargoyle in the works, but I haven't seen any like proof of it. But the NECA ones look amazing.
They look fantastic. Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. I really like what Super 7 does. I think it's really cool. They hit like on all cylinders, especially what they're doing with the turtle stuff. It's just, especially if you collected the old Playmate stuff back in the day, it's like really cool just to see it.
They do such a good job of doing that. Yeah, exactly. And you get the weapons that are kind of more detailed, but you also get all the weapons on that rack.
Yeah.
And I think that's so cool. Actually, I have the turtle ones as well, and that Bebop is a beast. He's something.
We just need to put out a scratch figure.
Yeah. I mean, in due time, right? It wasn't that almost like a possibility for NECA to put out as an exclusive. I think, or it is actually, right? For like,
I heard,
the Loot Crate, yeah. So that's really cool.
That would be a good way to do it through the Loot Crate one. But, I mean, we don't need Danny from the movie. Give us,
I know,
a scratch.
I did the shark guy.
I actually did do, because I was like, at the time when they announced it, I was in the middle of getting all the movie figures, so I was like, Danny, sure. And I waiting on.
I almost did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it'll be a good figure no matter what because it's NECA.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is just crazy.
Yeah.
And NECA had a really good showing as well.
NECA.
Their animated turtles that they revealed. Who is that
Yes.
2-pack, Jason, with the bull?
Brown Chuck and Dirtbag, the Red
There
Bull
we
and
go.
that mole.
Yep, yeah, they
Oh,
had
yeah,
that. They
yeah.
did Wingnut and Screw Loose.
Yep, the Bat guy.
Which as a kid, I always loved Wingnut and Screw Loose. And then they kind of teased stuff like at the very end too, kind of like it was Sunday at Con and you're walking out and they snuck things in the display case. So like they had the package reveal of the Wolfman that shows like the human head. And they showed the prototype sculpts of the next Defenders of the Earth.
Yeah. I'm looking at that
so-
now. And then I think they also have like the movie Flash Gordon, or like movie style Flash Gordon.
And there's a Comic Con exclusive version of that coming out. The box that's going to have the movie Flash Gordon with the flame sword and Ming.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, that'll be great. I'm in the same boat as Jason when it comes to exclusives. I tried for Scareglow, it just didn't happen. Mattel shut us down. But for me, one that I would love, but I'm not wild about spending $150. It's Icon Heroes, and they did a Karate Kid Cobra Kai set.
Yes.
And it's John Kreese, and it's the Cobra Kai kid,
Tommy, and
minus Johnny.
Yeah.
And they look great, and me and Jason have both had the opportunity to check out the Daniel and Johnny figures, and they're so good. Like Icon Heroes, they're doing a great job. They actually look better than what we've seen revealed from Diamond Select. What they're doing on Cobra Kai.
Those look weird. Those kind of look weird to me. Like Daniel's
They got
neck
big
looks too
giraffes. Yeah.
Is this 7-inch scale or is this 6-inch scale for the Icon Heroes?
There's 6-inch scale.
6-inch
Nice.
scale. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's a good figure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
great.
the Johnny, I only came across a few different loose joints here and there, but it's just because it's a sturdy, heavy figure, which is nice. It doesn't feel cheap at all. But they're exclusive. I want to say their exclusives might still be up on the Icon Hero site. So if you are a fan of the Karate Kid and just really cool figures, go check it out. They have that. They have a ton of pins,
Nice.
and you probably won't be disappointed. But yeah, I struck out on Comic-Con exclusives. Were there any you went for, Christian?
I actually didn't. The one I wanted to go for and I just didn't get around to doing it was the Sergeant Slaughter. More for my G.I. Joe collection.
Right? That's what we were going for.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't. I've been kind of in Lego mode lately, so I did this.
Ooh, let's see what you got.
I think we talked about this last
Oh,
time.
Seinfeld.
But yeah, I got the Seinfeld set.
Nice.
Oh, that looks so cool.
It was so much
Sweet.
fun. I binged watched season 3 while building this.
That's awesome.
It was really cool. I just still holds up, man. I love that show. I can't. It always makes me laugh.
Seinfeld and Legos. That's a good combo.
Yeah. So that I built that Batmobile. I've got that back there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, the big one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It. Oh, that's
Totally
huge.
awesome.
Yeah.
On the wall, you can almost
see
see it. I have the
Your
Batwing.
Batwing.
Yeah, I've got that there. So we moved the buildings into my girlfriend's office because now we're trying to build a Lego city because we realized we have enough to kind of make a block. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that's happening.
That's cool.
Changing everything around here. Now it's just like cars, vehicles, I have Batman stuff, and then Star Wars stuff at the top. So, but yeah, now I want to get the Ecto one, man.
Kevin built that. I think that thing is badass.
Yeah, I know. I want it now, and I see it. So, and I've got the shelf space. I can clear something for it. So,
I saw the Winnie the Pooh one at Target, and I was like, "This thing's pretty cool."
it is. It's cute.
It's like, I mean, but I still got to build the shoe and the Adidas shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Infinity Gauntlet comes out on Saturday, I think, right?
I think is that. Oh yeah, on the first, right? I think that drops. Yeah.
So
There were rumors that I've heard a couple people talk about they're re-releasing or doing a new version of the Batmobile, the Tumbler, like the Dark Knight Returns one.
Okay.
So supposedly they're going to do one this size again because they did that I think back in 2016. rumors that they're re-releasing it, and then they were going to do a smaller, like Speed Champion size version of it.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know how true that is. People were saying August, but I haven't heard anything official about it, so we'll see.
I've seen some of the cars like they're coming out with, like the new VW van, the light blue one, and then that old truck. It's like an old like Chevy truck. It looks like
it's like Chevy Ford-ish truck.
Yeah.
It's not nothing specific. It's really nice.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a really nice build. So yeah, I don't know. It's when I go to like I do this maybe like 3 times a week where I go Target and Walmart, right? And then you go right to the toy aisle, you be like to the toy aisle.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just like one thing after I have to share this with you guys because this is so crazy. This is gonna be so shallow of me. Anyway, I was at Walmart and I'm like at the Walmart that I go to, there's one in Ontario and they have like the action figures on the same aisle as the Hot Wheels. So it's
I know that Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right off Mountain. I'm I'm there by myself. It's early. It's like 8:30 in the morning, and I'm like walking, and some guy just comes like barreling through there, and like as I'm looking, just like whoop, like right in front of me, and I'm like, bro, and then he just like grabs things. I'm like, oh, I can't. I'm like trying to see what he's trying to grab, and then I'm like, oh, like dude, that's super disrespectful. So I'm like, whatever, but I kind of get over it, and then we're walking out to the parking lot at the same time, which just so happened I didn't buy anything, but he bought like Hot Wheels. And then I don't know, it was just like I was kind of mad at him in my head. So I guess in my head I was like, well, at least I have a nicer car than you do, I guess, whatever. And then like I get into my car, and then I see him get into his car, and he gets into a Tesla. I'm like, you win at life. I lose. You're awesome. Like you just got into a Tesla. But he pulls out, and maybe I shouldn't say this on the podcast. His license plate said Toy CEO, and I'm like, oh damn, you hella win. Like, dude, who are you? Like, I know this. He's so entitled, and now like I went from like hating him to just like cutting me off in the toy aisle to like now I'm like, who the hell are you? Like, I want to know, like just out of curiosity. Not like the hatred's gone. I just want to know who you are now. It's
the hatred could come back after, yeah.
Yeah, after once I find out. But yeah, it was weird. His plates were out of state, so they weren't California plates. So I won't say what state his plates were, but yeah. Anyway, but you could probably put 2 and 2 together. Such a weird experience for a toy collector. Just like
nice. Hey, at least you weren't gonna say he was in a green Jeep, because I know that douchebag too well. There's a guy in a green Jeep. Nolan knows him all too well.
Oh yeah.
He's that douche out here that just like he'll cut you
off.
Yeah,
he'll run in, and he'll shove people on his way in. He'll scoop up everything, and he'll take it all back a few days later because it didn't sell.
Ugh.
I made a joke about him too, because I used to go to 24-hour fitness, and I saw him over there one time, and I'm like thinking, yeah, he's probably gonna be like, I got to get in shape. Football season's coming, and you think, okay, he plays on a team. No, this asshole's rushing down the Toys R Us aisle to get the football McFarlane variant. You know,
God, jeez Louise, man.
Yeah, those guys ruin it for the rest of us.
There have been times where I've done like a 8 a.m. like Target opening, because it's like whatever, a Star Wars release. And obviously there's going to be like a line of people outside, and then there's always that guy who's just picking up a stack. Like, you clearly know we're all here for this, right? And like you could have just left one for everybody else, but you're like buying multiples. I don't know. I've had some crazy run-ins with other collectors in the past.
So have we.
Yeah.
There's war stories that Jason can say, but
the
maybe
douche
not,
buddies.
but...
Remember them?
Oh yeah.
Boy.
The douche buddies.
We
gotta call them something. Yeah.
Yeah, they always came out like they came together. They were buds or whatever, but they were the biggest douchebags. They almost ripped the Toys R Us lady's arm off when it was the Marvel Legends. I forget what Build-A-Figure that was.
It was an old wave, yeah, and I remember, we used to work at Toys R Us, so we knew
it was when the Wrecking Crew was like part of the wave, like fucking. I forget what.
I remember that. That was just like 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah,
these guys, they would cut in front because there's always a line. Like, it got to be a line because I guess Monster High dolls were a thing back then too. Well,
my God,
these assholes were buying up the Monster High dolls too, and they would literally like try to talk to whoever's up at the front of the line. And as soon as they open the door, try to cut in front of them. And I watched one of them get into a fight with some other guy because he wouldn't let them cut. And I was like, damn, am I seeing this? Is this really
happening? You told me about that. You reenacted it for me. Yeah.
It was freaking hilarious.
God damn.
But I see we got some comments. Let's see. We got Rebecca agrees. We need the Princess Bride set. Agreed. David Woodring says, yo.
Hey, what's up, Woodring?
Jason Bean says hello, and he wants to let us know that the Alternation Series 2 Kickstarter starts next week. If you haven't checked out the Alternation toys from Pandemoni, they're really, really cool. I'm actually planning to do a review next week of maybe one or two of them. There's 2 reviews up on Pastrami already on them, and they're just super, super cool, fun toys. Some of them have action features, some of them don't. And one's like a big red frog with long legs. One's like a chameleon. One is like a big space-looking soldier with this massive like gun on his arm. And yeah, they're a fantastic company. They're actually in the running for Toy Company of the Year from the big prestigious awards. So definitely look out for that Kickstarter. I plan on posting the heck out of it on Pastrami Nation. Pablo and Sarah Mendoza put, what up, everyone?
Hey, what's up, Pablo?
What's up? And Jason Peen put, I should probably paint my Jeep a different color.
What color is it, B?
It's got to be green.
It's got to be green, right? As long as your license plate doesn't say JP Bones. I mean, sorry, did I say that out loud?
Damn it, Jason.
Oh, man.
But
hey,
and real quick,
Scalper Oscar is a tool.
Back to Comic-Con at home.
Yes.
Is there any company that just kind of underwhelmed you that you're just like that wasn't very good?
Hasbro.
Okay, let's talk about Hasbro, because they straight up spoiled the Ghostbusters movie, right? Like by revealing, like, holy crap! Like
I know I haven't even watched the trailer, and then I had saw the toys, and then my fiance was like, "Did you watch the trailer?" I was like, "No," but I saw the toys, and it showed the three old Ghostbusters in there, and then you watch the trailer, and that's kind of what it hints at, but it doesn't flat out show you.
Thanks, Hasbro.
Like, yeah.
Who okayed that? Like, I can't believe they were like.
And who okayed that kid being named Podcast? There's a kid named Podcast in there.
Are you shitting me?
Oh
no, there is a kid named Podcast. I mean,
okay, now I don't feel so bad for that kid that I was at Circuit City one time, and the mom's like, "Come here, Anakin." I'm like, "Oh, you asshole parents! That kid's getting made fun of every day."
Oh no!
Hey, that's a prestigious name.
Yeah, sure. Named after Darth Vader.
It's better than Podcast, I'd say.
Podcast, yeah.
Man.
So yeah, I mean, and Hasbro, they did drop the ball when it came to, Comic-Con at home, because they're saving it for their fall HasCon, of course. They did kind of make up for it a little today. We got a few cool reveals from Marvel Legends, with What If Wave and that massive Iron Man, the Hydra Stomper
or something. That was awesome.
Yeah, that thing looks cool. But for Comic-Con at home, they kind of dropped the ball. I got to say, I'm not too happy with Mattel in their regards to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, because their reveal was this Series 2 in package.
Hey, there's a Spike That was enough for me.
You could have showed us Series 3, I mean, they look great. They absolutely do. I wanted to see more. Panther's got to be coming. Hoping for Ram Man and Fisto.
Too bad.
It is too bad. Right? No, and too bad. Yeah. And
so have you guys picked up the other Revelations figures?
I picked up He-Man and Battle Cat so far.
Okay. How
got Skeletor, I think.
Yeah, and the articulation is pretty spot on. It's good. The sculpting's good. I mean, it's really hard to compare them to the classics because the Horsemen were amazing. But I'm not paying $300 or $400 to try to get a Fisto. Nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I'm pretty happy with these, man. For $20, they look great. They feel great. And I hope they keep going with it. I haven't had a chance to watch the cartoon yet. I know it's out on Netflix. Right. I really want to, but I heard it's just been review bombed by people.
It's weird. I've been hearing the same thing, but it's funny because the people that I know personally that they're like, dude, I love it. So I'm like,
Yep.
okay.
Same
Yeah.
here. Everybody I know who's personally watched it has said that they loved it. And I mean,
Yeah.
when you look at the designs we're getting, like they're staying pretty darn true to the characters. Like that's what we
Yeah.
wanted, right? We wanted to
Yeah.
see, I mean, I shared, Jason, did you get that picture I shared with you of that other He-Man cartoon coming out from Netflix, the CG one?
No.
So there's another He-Man cartoon coming out geared more towards kids,
Yes.
and
Oh,
it looks
geez.
straight out of like New Adventures of He-Man, like armored up, like a weird
Oh.
red mask that
Oh,
goes
that
over
red
him.
one. Yes, yes.
Yep.
I did see that. That's horrible.
Yeah. And but
It's
then again,
god-awful
it's
with a
aimed
person.
towards kids. Like it's not aimed towards us. Like we're not their target audience. But for Revelation, we absolutely are.
It's like the
they're looking
cyberverse
for that.
of He-Man figures. You know how Transformers did those cyberverse, and they're more kiddie-ish kind of.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
I think one of the other things that really caught my eye, I don't know if this is necessarily a Comic-Con reveal. I think an honorable mention was that Cyborg Superman from Mafex.
Yes.
That looks so good. That's a
I
good looking
backflipped
figure.
over that one.
I know. That just looks so good.
They killed it with that.
And you got to get the 4 Supermen then. You're going to get the 4 reign of Superman.
You knew they were coming when they did that Black Superman.
Exactly.
Black Superman?
Steel, yeah.
Yeah.
Like once that's coming. I mean, I'm excited for it. That's super nostalgic. I was such a big deal when we were younger. Like the whole death of Superman.
Early '90s was a good time.
Yeah, that beautiful little bubble we had of time before it all burst. It was really cool. But yeah, there was
Cyborg. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there was some fun stuff. Some Power Ranger stuff too. That's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, you know what? Bluefin actually announced some Power Ranger.
Yes.
It's one of their diecast ones, and it's a Megazord that actually has all the Zords that combines to the Megazord. They showed the prototype of it, and yeah, I mean, it looks amazing. They actually showed off a few things. They showed off more of the fighting armor, Iron Man's, which I've reviewed 2 of them, Iron Man and Iron Spider. They showed Loki armor. They showed
They showed
Thor
protos
armor.
Of them, huh?
The protos of them. I mean, and War Machine armor, which I mean, come on, it's going to be a diecast War Machine. Like, why wouldn't we want that?
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't set you back as much as that Voltron. I mean,
Blitzway Voltron.
Oh.
$700.
That's $700, man.
And he could be yours.
Well, because Jason was kind of eyeing it, because if it was a decent price, Jason was like, "Hey, it's a cool Voltron."
Yeah,
and then I sent him the link today. I was like, "Dude, it's $700."
$350 would have been my tops. Like $350, I probably would have. Okay, cool.
I would have gone for it. Yeah, I would have gone.
Yeah, even 4. I probably could have swung 4.
But not 7.
700 is close to $1,000. If I'm dropping that at figures, I won the lottery.
Yeah. Blitzway does good stuff.
I just don't care.
I know. I only really know Blitzway for their 6-scale figures. Like I know they did like those Ghostbuster figures. I have the Tyler Durden figure from Fight Club.
Nice.
I know they did like a couple Pacino figures too. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see them do like a hard edge kind of like not human, still humanoid, but it's kind of cool to see.
It's 15 inches tall.
But that's such a steep price point, man.
You think about it, that for that much, I mean, for $400, you can get that big Sentinel or the Galactus,
Yeah.
That's
right.
Like this is close to $1,000 for a Voltron. Like I better have won the Super Lotto.
Yeah.
If I win the Super Lotto, I'm going to buy you guys all one of them.
Okay. Well, we have proof right here.
I'm
gonna take you to Judge Mathis, and I'm gonna be like, "Nope, right here." He said he is buying a set.
Like it's the issue is the space, man. Like I just even the Galactus, like I'm like I could shell up for that, but it's just like where would I put it? It just like, it would be like a lawn ornament. Like I don't have any other place to put it. Like I think the biggest thing here, the biggest thing that I have. Is my big Mandalorian helmet, which I just wouldn't fit anywhere else, so it has to be on top. I have like 6-scale figures on top of like that's where like the Hot Toys are and stuff. But Um, I had paintings there to block the sun because I don't want the sun to hit like
Oh, that's it. Yeah, you don't want it to like ruin and yellow your figures.
exactly. So I have that blocked. But oh, I also have that awesome thing that's from Space Wolf. He does
Oh
like these
wow!
laser cut wood carvings.
Oh
I have
Oh,
another
cool.
one of like Han Solo and Carbonite, but it's behind my lightsaber back there. So I don't know. Those are really cool. I have like a ton of like art prints, and I just haven't gotten around to like getting them framed or anything.
We're in that same boat.
Yep, I know that feeling.
Been buying them
Yep.
since Comic Cons, you know.
I have
Yeah,
all
I
these different
know.
signed ones. We have Halo signed ones from Todd McFarlane. We have, Ryan Otley ones that are signed by Otley.
I have
Oh,
that one on the wall over there. It's the Hulk. Ryan Otley drew Hulk breaking
oh,
apart Thing. Like you just see like the eye and everything. It's just Thing in pieces and all this blood, and Hulk's just bashing him because you know how Brian Otley does gore like nobody else. You know.
so good.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yes.
yeah,
absolutely. So we know that pain. There's
yeah,
too many prints and not enough space.
yeah. It's a bummer. I have everything still rolled up. I have like stuff in the closet. Um, man, I have this Hellboy thing that I've been dying to put up. I have like James Jean pieces. I have Audrey Kawasaki pieces. I have like Jaw Cooper stuff that I want to put up. There's just like a ton of things that I keep like I'll get to it. I'll get to it. We've like I've moved 3 times and I still haven't put things up. And all the times I've moved. So
Well, now you need to buy that big Voltron and the Galactus, and then you really get to play with trying to fit things in.
yeah,
Speaking of
exactly.
Hellboy, I have the Hellboy 2. Remember the Golden Army? I
Mhm.
have the big hallway theater banner. The thing's like what 10 feet by 6 feet. I
Oh,
had
it's
that.
massive.
Yeah,
Ooh.
because when I at Home Depot, I worked receiving, and one of the truck drivers, I always took him early and everything, and he's like, "Hey, my son works at Cinemark. You know, is there any movie posters you want? You always do me the favor." I was just like, "How about Hellboy 2?" Because that was out at the time, and
Yes.
he shows up with this massive like. I was just expecting the regular movie poster. It was
It's like the
that
one that
big.
goes over concession, like the
Oh
big,
Yes.
my god.
So
huge.
I got this thing. Like, if I want to frame it, I basically got to buy a piece of plexiglass that'll fit like a door or something, you know.
Man,
So right now it's rolled up.
that's
No,
awesome though. That's so cool
it's
that
so
you have
cool.
that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was one of those like you be nice to somebody, they're nice to you. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. I love Hellboy too. Also,
Hell
like
yeah,
I
good
just love
movie,
that.
good
Golden
movie.
Army is such a good movie. Yeah.
I
Oh,
just wish
Hellboy
we would
one
have
and
got a
two
better
were
toy of that Golden Army, you know,
hmm
because we
I
only got the
have
one.
oh god. I don't know if my camera's gonna reach this. I put this one together. It's kind of inappropriate. Anyway, I have when Hellboy first dropped, Sideshow was doing Siskel figures of it. They did Hellboy, they did Abe, and they did Cronin. And then they also had a very like an exclusive Cronin in his like SS Nazi outfit.
Nazi
And
Cronin, I remember that
Nazi,
one.
yeah. So I never got it because at the time, looking back now, I should have bought it with $100. But like I was like, oh. But I ended up putting it together. There's a like a World War II company, and they do it's called like DID and 3R. Like they do like super like crazy hot toy quality stuff. I basically built. Here, let me see. It'll reach. Okay, here. Will it reach though? There's my like little.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Like, I don't
nice.
know how well you can see it, but
Oh
like I
yeah.
got like Terminator back there. By the way, here, so we'll just do this. So then there's my Judge Dredd.
I am the
Gotta
law.
love Judge Dredd. Yeah.
Trio. So I have the movie figure and like the comic figure, my Fight Club boys, and
Yes,
then my few Avengers that I have.
nice.
So
That's so cool, man.
one thing. I have the new cap on pre-order. Oh wow, food just miraculously arrived.
Oh, nice.
I,
It's like a DoorDash commercial.
it is.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Dana. That was my girlfriend. I'm sure she didn't want to be on camera. Which is a shame. She just got her hair done yesterday. And it looks really cool. Anyway, I've had like the Endgame cap on pre-order for what seems forever. It's Sideshow is the most frustrating thing to pre-order from because like I'm waiting and waiting, and it just keeps pushing back on the website. Yet on Instagram, I got my new cap. I got my new cap, and it's just like I feel like the kid missing out. Everybody else is eating ice cream, and I'm sitting here like a fool.
Don't you hate that?
It's so frustrating. Pre-ordering.
Nice.
Like I'd rather just pay a premium and just get it. I'm so impatient.
Get it right away.
Yeah.
Big Bad's slow like that too.
Yeah.
Like I'll
Oh,
have
yeah.
shit pre-ordered on there, and like you
Mhm.
see other people posing theirs already, creating dioramas. I'm like,
And then 2
my
months
shit
later-
just says pre-order pending.
Big Bad didn't used to be that way though. I don't like somehow they slowed down because I remember years ago it was like, you know, things would come like right away. I don't know. Maybe I'm.
But they're still
remembering things-
reliable. Like if you pre-order it, I've never had a pre-order get canceled.
Well,
They've
this
always
guy came
followed
pretty
through.
fast. Like
Ooh,
I ordered this guy, and he was here like in 4 days.
that thing's gorgeous. That's the
Fucking-
Reborn one.
Yep, it's
Yeah,
based
dude.
off of the Disney's dinosaur.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, you should do a review on that thing. That is so
yeah,
cool.
you should.
Look at that, and they're really sharp horns too.
I haven't picked up any of the Reborn ones. I got close to buying maybe like the Raptors back in the day, but I just stuck with the Papa ones that I have.
Oh, Rebar nails it. Rebor,
Yeah, ooh,
like the saber-toothed tiger that's coming out. It's like, wow, I'll buy all variants of that.
nice. Yeah, their stuff just looks so clean.
Was Reborn the
Yes.
one that did the gorilla?
Yeah, the one that looked like Blizzard from Primal Rage.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that was all. He's still up on Big Bad, I think, but they painted him in the colorway of Blizzard from Primal Rage, the fighting game, with like the light blue and like white. Sold. It was the closest thing I was ever going to get to Primal Rage.
It's a great looking figure for sure. Yeah, and you have 2 colors, I think.
I got the all white one, like the albino, because that looks more abominable snowman, like than Blizzard.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker
you
for
go.
Rebor. Titanoboa was awesome.
Oh, I even had one of those. It was so cool.
It was a bendable Titanoboa. I mean, Rebor.
Yeah, it was great, and it looked so realistic.
Yeah, the detail, like Rebor and Papo are my top 2 as far as dinosaur goes.
yeah. Reborn. I mean, that's like next level because it's just like beautiful displays. It's frustrating because like when you want to find Papo stuff in the wild, like it's like the little kid toy stores where they have like puzzles and you know what I mean, like the
Barnes and Noble puzzle section, yeah.
Yeah, but then sometimes you'll walk in and they'll have like a Papo display, but then there's like Schleg figures in there, and I'm like, get out of here with that Schleg! Like, I want the
I hate
Papo
that.
stuff. Like, man,
Yeah, Slake is just not on Papo's level at all.
No, they're trying. They're really trying now because you can tell. Like since like I don't know. It's funny.
There's another.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said there's another company called Nanmu that they're right there up with Papo and Rebor, I think.
Really, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, they came onto the scene. I've been seeing people's pictures. I'm like, holy shit, that's a good dinosaur. They're a little pricier, but
Have you got one yet or no?
Not yet. No.
I
want to pull the trigger on the Mosasaurus.
Oh,
man. So like I feel like everything you want to collect is at Frankincense. But then I was acutely reminded of like I've gone over the deep end when like there's something that you collect that they don't have at Frankincense. Like
Dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs, yeah, they don't have that. I also like weirdly I go into like back and forth with this like playing cards, like decks of cards. Like I get into collecting because there's some really nice like designer ones. Don't sell that there either. I just figured like with all the card games that they play there.
Well, you think somebody would probably make a killing if they did start, if you had a dinosaur booth or you had a card booth, because, why not have every kind of hobby that's, closely related to, the baseball cards and card games and action figures and statues. It makes sense,
Yeah.
like, and why aren't they carrying Super Bad over there carries, the big cool dinosaur statues sometimes, why not carry, the figures?
Oh, sold.
I know. I remember. I don't know. Like you guys have been going to Frank's for a long time too, right? Like,
yeah.
I remember. It was probably like in the early 2000s where it kind of hit like a dark period where there was like, if just like DVD racks of porn, like people would have. Oh, no. I don't know if you guys are. Yeah, they had. Like,
I don't think I remember that part.
Yeah, it was like they cracked down. Like Frank was just like no more. Like no stuff that's like inappropriate like that. And like obviously they don't anymore, but yeah, there was a long time where there was like it kind of hit that dark period where there were just like too many people sell whatever.
Oh boy.
So
Right, they got to have
Yeah.
standards with it, because like right now you walk in there and even if there's things we're not into, like I'm not personally into Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh or any of that,
Right.
but I respect it, and it's all still part of the realm of our pop culture universe.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And
But
it's
if you have somebody
in
over there
the
selling
end,
lawnmowers, you'd be like, why are you selling lawnmowers?
That's like those
I
cell
mean,
phone cover people that are they're taking up space at Frank and Sons. It's like,
mhm.
come on, put another toy booth over there.
Exactly.
Kick
man.
them out.
I'm like, there's that guy. There's the people that sell like pocket knives, and like, I mean, I collect pocket knives too, but like, I don't know, like, sure. But now they have like people that sell the LARPing like weapons, like the foam weapons, like guns and swords. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah,
fun.
I think that still fits into the whole realm of it, right? Like
Yeah.
if you think Frank and Sons, I would still think, yeah, they would have that.
Yeah.
I remember when Frank and Sons at the previous building, like when you got to the inn where it would like connect to that weird store that had all that weird stuff on the far left.
Yeah.
They would have like discount toys or soup and whatever they found on a truck, And once you got to those booths, it started getting real like not pop culture, like people just selling whatever they could. It felt very garage sale, and not even swap meet, like straight up garage sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm loving how it is right now. I think they're doing a really good job. It's just with COVID and all that, I imagine we're gonna see line control again, and all that fun stuff. And I absolutely hate waiting 3 hours in line to get into Frank.
Hey, what about the snack guy? I haven't seen him. Is he at the new one? Or the guy that sold the little sunflower seeds and stuff?
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him either.
I used to love those
sunflower seeds.
The toffee sunflower seeds.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also missed the lady that sold the bacon wrapped hot dogs, man. Like,
yes.
The bacon wrapped hot dogs.
It was a staple for me. I buy some toys, get a bacon wrap, get a little water for 50 cents. Like, I can't get it anymore.
They took it away from you.
That. Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
I think hopefully when COVID passes, she'll come back from whatever magical place she lives.
She reappears
with her bacon wrapped hot dogs. And
yeah.
Here you go. And then the snack guy will come out too.
You tried Pinks? You've had Pinks before, right, Christian?
Of course. Yeah.
I just had that over the weekend. Me and Nolan did. Like,
yeah.
Whew, the one in the Brea Mall.
Oh, I was about to say, which one did you go to? Yeah, Brea. That's the closest one you can get.
Yeah, right, it was so good.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. I love Pinks.
Oh, well, speaking of food, though, make sure you share this video for your chance to win a Pastrami Nation meal from Apollo. Share, drop a comment.
One day, Christian.
Oh,
what was that?
We got to take you to Apollo one day, man.
Yes, I'm dying to.
We got you, man. We'll cover you. We got you.
Yeah, we got to bring you out here. You got the whole Apollo experience, and there's no better pastrami. It's I can't finish the thing, but I'll still get one. It's huge.
It's so good.
Jason can. Jason just destroys it. But please, everybody, make sure you drop those comments. Let us know what you liked from the San Diego Comic-Con reveals, what you're looking forward to, action figure collectible, model kits, all that fun stuff. Drop it in the comments. We want to know, because what if there's things we missed, So let us know. Like, I just saw some like third-party Berserker Batman or Demon Knight Batman just started hitting. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's from V-Toys. I think it's called the Demon Knight.
Yes.
And it looks so cool. The sword is like Nightmare from Soul Calibur. And everything goes onto him by magnets. So the shoulder pauldrons and everything, it's all
kind of like the Judge Dredd Mezco, huh?
Yep. Just like that. It looks really good. So let us know what you're looking forward to. And Sunday we will close the comments and everything, and we'll do a live video, and we'll let you know who wins the Pastrami Nation combo this time.
And somebody won't be hungry anymore.
Yep. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to remind everybody to visit pastramination.com for news, reviews, and more. Check us out on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. And if you prefer listening to your podcast, not MySpace. If you want to listen to your podcast, go to SoundCloud, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. We're everywhere. And we'll be putting this episode up there too. We're going to try to keep everything going. So if you're on the run, you're driving around, you're like, hey, I want to hear about toys and Pink's hot dogs. You know where to go. Yeah.
Got you covered.
Yeah, always. All right, and I want to, of course, thank Jason and Christian for being a part of it. And Christian, thank you for last time for you and Kevin holding it down for the Black Widow episode.
Yes, thank you
It
very
was a
much.
blast. It was always fun.
It's a great episode. It was. And we look forward to seeing everybody in 2 weeks when we have another episode. So thank you all. Signing off for Jason and Christian. We are Pastrami Nation. We're the meat of pop culture. Take care.
Bye, guys.